Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another healthy recipe, and this time this one is called Egusi soup. Egusi is melon seed, grounded melon seed. That is what we call Egusi or Egusi. So today I'm going to show you how to cook this delicious soup, which you can eat it with rice, you can eat it with your plantain fufu, oat fufu, or you can eat it alone just like that, because it's still delicious even if you eat it alone. So stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to share with you some tips that you need to know. Make sure you watch it to the end because, like I always said, cooking is an art. You have to know what to put in the pot, when to put it, how to put it. That is what makes up a delicious meal. So watch this video to the end because I'm going to show you the tips that I use to cook this soup. So let me introduce you to the ingredients. Here I have my bitter leaf. My bitter leaf is just a handful, but you can put as much as you want, but I'm just going to use a handful. So here I have my onions, my chopped red bell pepper. I have my 3 habanero peppers because I like my food a little spicy. If you don't want it spicy, then don't put a lot of habaneros. So here I have my tripe, my goat meat, my cow skin. I have my crayfish, my 3 packs of egusi soup, my egusi, and 3 nut cubes. I have oxtail, I have cow feet. I have my stockfish. Look at how that stockfish is looking at you. They call it okporoko. Looking at you, telling you, hey, make sure you subscribe to this channel at the end of this video, okay? Alright, so I have my red palm oil. I have salt. And I'm going to pour everything into the pot, all the meat into the pot, add my nut cubes, my salt, onions, and the blended pepper water, and cook it. So I've put my stockfish in my pot and I'm adding water just above the stockfish because this stockfish is hard. So you have to make sure you cook it till it's soft, okay? So yeah, like I said, look at how the stockfish is staring at you saying, hey, subscribe. Okay. Here, after some minutes of our meat cooking, this is how it looks like. I just used that blended pepper water to cook it. So after some minutes, this is what it looks like, and I'm going to stir it, stir it. So I'll go ahead and add some water to this meat and let it cook some more till it's soft. So while that is going on, let me show you our stockfish. After being cooked for some minutes, this is what it looks like. It is done. So I'll transfer it to my plate and it's ready to be inside the soup. So let's look at the pot of our meat. By this time it should be done. Yes, our meat is done. It is soft now. So we'll go ahead and heat up our oil and fry it. Put your red bell pepper and your onions there and put your crayfish and fry it. Then you go ahead and add your egusi. See, I have to tell you something. I made a mistake. Do not use stainless pot to cook your egusi. Do not use stainless pot because it's going to burn. So if you have a non-sticking pot, it is better you use a non-sticking pot so it doesn't get burnt, okay? So that was a mistake I made. I had to leave this clip so that you can see happen. So here I added my stockfish water. That's what I'm going to use to cook this egusi. My stockfish water, the stock. So I'm stirring it right now. So stir it and make sure everything mixed well. Make sure everything mixed well, and then you put your heat on low, so it doesn't get burnt. I'm adding the last pack of egusi now, and I'm going to stir it, mix everything well. I had to change from the stick that I was using. I had to use the normal spoon, so I would be able to stir it well, because the under was getting burned a little bit. So, and then I'm adding more of the stockfish water now. Then I'll go ahead and stir it some more, and make sure your heat is on low. Cook it on low, on low, on low, on low, okay? All right, so just stir it. So after stirring it for for some seconds, I'm going to go ahead and add my hot water. I had boiled this water before now, so I added the hot water to the egusi, and then I'm rinsing the spoon with it. So, and then I'll stir it some more. It's all about stirring, baby. Stir it, baby. Stir it, baby. So after the stirring, we're going to leave it on low to cook for some minutes, okay? Leave it on the stove to cook for some minutes. Not very low. When I say low heat, I don't mean very low, like medium low. So if you're a beginner and you want to cook egusi soup is not difficult. It's not hard to cook. If you have a boyfriend who is a Nigerian, or you just want to try Nigerian recipe, this is good. This is really delicious, and it is very, very simple to prepare. It's not hard. So you can just follow this process the way I'm showing it. I'm doing it. Just follow it, and then you'll be guaranteed a very delicious egusi soup. Okay, so if you're a beginner, do not be scared. It is super easy. So just follow this process, and then you will have your delicious egusi soup. So after some minutes, we're going back to our pot, and this is what has happened. Our egusi has formed some lumps. Now this is why I fried it. This is why I had to cook it separately, because I love my egusi with some lumps. I like it with lumps. If you don't want you don't want it with lumps, you can just pour it into the meat stock, and cook it like that. But if you want this lump method, you want it to have some lumps. I love it this way. Then fry it like this. So you see that? You see that the lumps? This is what I mean. And then we'll let it cook some more. So back to our meat. Our meat is ready to receive the egusi goodness. So we will pour the egusi into the meat. And then you go ahead and stir it. Stir it and mix everything well. So at this point, I'm going to test for salt if everything is okay. If not, you might add some more if you need it. But I did not, so it was okay. So I'm going to add the remaining crayfish. I didn't put all of it. And then add my stockfish. I add it at the end because you add it before now, you probably won't see any of it. And then I'm adding my bitter leaf now. So I use just a handful of bitter leaf. If you do not want to use bitter leaf, you can use kale, you can use spinach, baby spinach, you can use collard green, whatever vegetable you want to use, you can use. But for me, I like the bitter leaf, and I'm just using just a handful of my bitter leaf. So, and I'll go ahead and stir everything and mix everything well. Can you imagine how fast this food is? It is really fast. So my egusi was a little bit thick, so I'm going to add some hot water, because it was too thick for me. But if you like it very thick, you can leave it like this, because at this point your egusi is almost done, or it's done. So I needed to add some more water because it was too thick. So you see, I'm going to add some more water. Yeah, just add as much as you want to, depending on how thick you want it to be. But I don't know, I didn't want my own to be really, really thick, so I had to add some more water because it's a family food, baby. So you gotta make it multiply so we can eat it for 2-3 days, okay? So like I said, I added my salt. Everything was okay. I didn't need to add any more salt. So I tested everything. It was fine. So here I'm adding my red palm oil, just a little bit. Then I'll go ahead and stir it and mix everything well. And then your soup is done. It's so fast. See, here I am distributing my oil. I didn't want it to be one place, so I just distributed the oil and then let it cook on medium heat, okay, for like 10 minutes. And then your egusi soup is done. Okay, this is the finished look, okay? Ooh, tell me this soup is not calling your name. This is so good. So go ahead and try this recipe and let me know on the comment section. But this is so good. I promise you're going to love it. And it is super, super healthy. These days, people are conscious about their health. If you are conscious about your health and what you put in your body like I do, then this recipe is definitely for you, okay? So try this recipe and let me know on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much. God bless all of you. Thank you.